Hmm. Hey guys, can everybody hear me okay? Just getting started, make sure my streaming is working okay, and that we're live on YouTube and Facebook and Kick and TikTok and Instagram. Seems to be live everywhere. So I hope you're having a good day of trading wherever you are in the world. It's just now gone 20 minutes after Wall Street has opened. That's 8:51 p.m. Indo-China time. That's in Southeast Asia, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos. That would be, yeah, 9:51 a.m. in the U.S. on the Eastern Standard Time. So anyway, what we're looking at here is the XAU USD, the gold spot, and we're on the 15-minute time frame, as you can see here. And I don't usually take any trade the first 30 minutes when Wall Street opens. I let the market settle down and tell me what it's going to do. And if you're tuning in here and you're new to the channel, just be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you'll be notified. Especially I'm here every day, Monday to Friday, for the Asian market. That's the opening of Singapore and Shanghai, and that's 8 a.m. Indo-China time. 8 a.m. in Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam. That would be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every day, Monday to Friday, and sometimes when the opening of Wall Street, like now. But just wanted to have a look. It's been a kind of a what's going on in the markets. Everything's acting very strange. First of all, over the weekend, we had good news about the Middle Eastern war in Iran, that they're going to open the Strait of Hormuz. And, well, but they're going to keep it blockaded so that they can open it or something. And then Iran decides, no, we're going to keep it closed. So who knows what's going on? But this is having a tremendous amount of uncertainty in the market, causing a lot of uncertainty in the market. Does anybody really know what's going on? Do they know what they're doing? So I would have expected, because if the strait is going to be closed and the price of oil should go up and then gold should go down, that's kind of what we expect. But the market is not doing that today. Not doing that at all. In fact, what we saw, it was initially the opening of the market today, gold did go down and the price of oil went up. But then as soon as Tokyo opened and then Singapore and then Shanghai, they started to push the price up. The price of gold has gone up, and now oil is coming down just a little bit. It's all kind of weird. And then the Asian market just kind of went sideways after the first couple of hours, and then London went sideways for the first 3 or 4 hours, and then London decided to start pushing the price up. weeks. 48, the 48.30 zone, the 48.32. See what is that at now? Uh, 30, 30, right in that zone there. If you go back and look a couple of weeks, it keeps. There's a lot of resistance on this level here. Now it did break above it Friday, but then it fell back down. And if you look prior to Friday and go back a couple of weeks, you'll see that it keeps bouncing away from this 48.30 zone. That seems to be as high as it really wants to go. But yeah, it went up on Friday because we had such good news. This is last Friday. Oh yeah, the Strait of Hormuz is going to open, and the price of gold came down. I mean, the price of oil came down, and the price of gold went up. That was all good news until about 24 hours later, everything flip flopped. So everything is depending on the geopolitical situation in the Middle East. It's all about the war in Iran, the Strait of Hormuz, the price of oil, and we just have to let the market show us what it's going to do, and then we take our trades accordingly. I would just say, guys, just be very cautious. Be very cautious. If you just come into the channel, let me know where you're watching from. If you have any questions, let me know. All I can say about the market right now is just be careful. Be careful. Because if you look on the daily chart and also the 4 hour chart, gold is in a neutral position. And neutral is like no man's land. There's no clear direction. And, there's no clear direction. You look at this big drop down we had this morning. I mean, when the market opened, it just gapped down, and then it started to come back up and sideways, and now it's going up again. It looks like it might start to come back down. There's no clear direction. So if you're trading gold, be very, very careful. And of course, whatever trade you take, always use a stop loss. Protect your capital. Now we have broken above the Asia high. This is the Asian session in this gray box here. We've broken above the Asian high, and typically what we might see is a move to lower prices. As the market unfolds, give it time over the next couple of hours, we might start to see lower prices. And we're getting a lot of hesitation in here right now. This green candle, this is just before Wall Street opened. This first red candle, that's the opening of Wall Street. And now we're into our last candle before the top of the hour. And we've got another 3 minutes before the top of the hour, and we'll see what's going to happen. Maybe not too much action. There's no high impact news today. No high impact news at all on the U.S. economy. We just look at the price of oil. And you see, the price of oil, of course, because the Strait of Hormuz is closed again, the price of oil shot way up, got up to 80, $88, but now it's come back down. So what's going on? The strait is still closed. The U.S. Navy is shooting at the Iranian ships, and the price of oil is coming down. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. But it is what it is. Now, I'm not trading oil, but I'm trading gold. I had a good trade earlier today. I had a good trade earlier today, right over in, right about here. I went short. I went short on this candle here. I went short on gold here and held that for 2 hours, and then I got out here. It didn't look like it was going to go any further, so I got out. And then it went sideways for a little bit, came down again, but it didn't go to where my low point was. And then it took off. I'm glad I got out of that trade. I have a bit of a bearish bias because I would expect with the Middle Eastern war in Iran that gold would continue down, but it's not doing that. Today it's moving up, or at least in the last 2 hours, gold is moving up. But now it's starting to come back down. Let's see what it's going to do. We just have to let the price tell us what it's going to do. Don't try and predict the market, but it looks like it wants to go to lower prices. Now we have our next candle, and we are on the top of the hour. And our first candle on the Wall Street, we got a lower high and a lower low, I believe. No, that's not a lower low. So no clear direction. So if you're trading gold now, look at this. We're coming back below the Asian high for today. So it looks like we are now in bearish mode, and we'll see lower prices during the rest of the U.S. session. The rest of the New York session, we should see lower prices. Now trading at 48.14. Let's see if it's going to continue down. Okay, guys, so that's just my brief analysis. I hope that you could hear me okay. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below this video. I will get back to you. And I hope you have a good session wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you again next time.